Hey guys, good morning. It's Thea. Welcome back to Garden Goddess Tarot. And welcome to a new video. Today, let's get this candle going. Set up the space. You know how it is. Hi. Today, we're doing an unboxing. I have this little beastie. The Alchemy of Thoth Tarot by Annie Ferrer. Finally got here. It actually got here on Friday, but I was away for the weekend having adventures, so it sat and waited for me to have some time for it. So I found some time. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna go through it together and see what I think. There we go. But I just want to make sure. This is something I do fairly often, especially if there's a particular it's a special deck, shall we say. Context. I've been patiently and excitedly waiting for this little guy to come to fruition, be completed, make its way into the world at its own pace for quite a while. And it's been a really thrilling and exciting waiting process. But the time has come. It's finally here. So we're clearing the space. This is I think what I was trying to say. Like to make it special, little ceremony for the special little guy. For context, also, sorry, if you have no idea what I'm talking about. This is the Alchemy of Thoth Tarot by Annie Ferrer. It is her second deck. Her first deck, hold on, was this guy. This is the Daydreaming in Situ Tarot that she came out with in 2020, which is crazy. That's 4 years ago. Wouldn't have thought there was that much time between the two of them. But this deck is Rider-Waite-Smith style. They're both tarot in their own way, but this one kind of plays off of the Rider-Waite-Smith imagery with her collage work, which, well, maybe we'll do a closer side-by-side when we go to the drop-down version. But this is what this one, I love this deck. I use it all the time. It's so special. It reads really well for others. It's one of those ones that likes to read for others really well, so I love it for that. There's talk of, before you get knickers in a twist, she is talking of doing a reprint of both of these. So I'll keep you all posted on that front. I feel like I've just been a beacon of news when it comes to both of these decks, about their status specifically. But yeah, this one, it was great. It had a relatively short print run a few years ago. But there is a good solid chance it and this one will be coming back. This one was a pre-order, so if you're interested, definitely give Annie a follow. I'll link her Instagram down below and just express interest in a copy if you'd like. That's the best way with these small batch indie creators. Definitely vocal support is extremely helpful. So yeah, give her some love, because from what I've seen, and I haven't seen the cards in their entirety yet, I've refrained from watching walkthroughs. What I've seen is gorgeous. So it's a collage style deck as well, much like the Daydreaming in Situ Tarot. But this one is inspired by Thoth imagery. And I'm refraining from comparing it immediately. Like say doing like a flip through side by side with Crowley's Thoth deck. I think I'm gonna experience it on its own first, outside of the context of her other deck, just on its own, see what it's like. The production style is a little bit different. They both come in a box, but the box style is a little bit different, and I do believe the cardstock is a little different. We'll talk about that when we get there. And there's a book. There's a little book, which the other one does not have. So that's fun. So if you are completely unfamiliar with the Thoth deck specifically, even though it's not as different from the Rider-Waite-Smith as you think. Like, they're more similar than you think, especially the more you learn about the Rider-Waite-Smith. They're the same, but they're also kind of different. But anyway, this one really plays on the Thoth imagery specifically, so with the aspect of collage. So I don't know, is there a Thoth collage? Like a hand-cut collage in Thoth? Can I think of one? I don't think so. So this is really unique and new and exciting, and I'm excited. So let's, I've been putting it off so long that I'm like not ready to pull the trigger, but okay, we'll do it. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go in and have a look at this one. So I'll meet you in the top-down view for some excitement. Let's do it. All right, hey, we've made it. We've made it to the top-down view. Let's get in, because we wanna see. So here it is, the Alchemy of Thoth. Transformational Tarot. A card deck inspired by the Crowley Tarot, created for those looking for light in the dark. Any fair 2024. Beautiful. Amazing setting. And I think, oh, pretty sure that's the moon card. Ooh. I like with the spider web. Okay. The little dog. Okay, sorry. We're not there yet. Maybe we're a bit far. Let's, okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's get in. Okay. I have taken the little plastic off. And I had to put it in order as well. The first bunch of cards were not in order, which was kind of interesting. Like, not just like out of order, like weird. I think it was just the way it was printed. It happens. Tarot decks are a weird number of cards, and the way they print them in sheets, it just, that happens sometimes. So that's normal. So I had a quick look, but nothing in great detail. So here we go. These are the backs. Thoth himself. And there's a zodiac wheel around him. I mean, that's cool. Leo's on the top. Yeah. I think those are beautiful. Those are great. Awesome. And they're kind of size-wise, they're kind of, I'm not going to say they're kind of big. They're a good size. They're compared to the Daydreaming Institute, let's just for curiosity's sake. They're a little wider. Oh, or are they the same? Corners are cut different. They're the same, but they're just taller by like that much. Cool. They're also a bit thinner. They feel, they're satiny. They're not super matte, but they're matte enough. They're kind of what one would come to expect. I think it's super smooth. It feels, or super smooth, standard smooth, one of the smooth cardstocks. But I want to compare size-wise to this one, because when I was putting it back in order, it felt really similar to this in both size and feel. And they both come in the same kind of box. Yeah, it's the same size as all of the well-compressed decks as well. So I think, like, and cardstock wise, they feel exactly the same. So if you know the Odyssean Tarot or have any of Chris Leach's other decks, Gnostic Tarot, which is so good, the Beatles Tarot, the Bob Dylan one, any of his, they feel like the same. The production feels the same. Hey. It's Dionysus. Cool. Yeah, so that's kind of what you'd expect if you kind of want an idea of how it would feel. And for this one, I tend to shuffle either like overhand or do like a side shuffle waterfall. So anyway, I don't mind how it feels. It is different though. So if you're expecting something similar to the Daydreaming Institute, which is the thicker, more sturdy cardstock, which I think a lot of people also didn't like, but some did. It's very cardstock as a rule. I haven't looked at any cards yet, but cardstock as a rule is very polarizing, and it's really impossible to please everybody. I like this. This is shuffleable. This is fine. I think because of just the size of the deck, if the cardstock were like the other one, it would be unmanageable and like too thick even almost. So I don't know. Mind you, the other one wasn't. I don't know. I don't hate it. I think it's fine. I will be edging it in black though, for sure. Okay, let's look at some cards. Oh, maybe the book first. Oh, I'm like, too excited. Alchemy of Thoth. Same thing says in the back. Memory of Beverly Eisenberg, dedicated to the divinity of Thoth, Anubis, and Sekhmet. Okay. How to read. Good, huge font in this little book. And I feel like it's going to be just, the information's pretty to the point, right? We got just some bullet points about the Fool and its elemental association, what that means. So it's not a crash course on Thoth in any way. It just kind of gives you jumping off points, keywords, but nothing particularly deep in the guidebook, which is fine, because the thing with Thoth is it's your path, it's your journey. You get there on your own. Okay, so those are all the majors. What do we do for the minors? Minors, symbols, keywords associated with the fire signs, earth signs. Okay, cool. Oh, and then we've just got some keywords for each of them for the small numbers. Keywords? Yeah, keywords as well. You do get the astrological associations written on them. And I think the symbols are right on. Oops, that's a bad example. Yeah. So for like the pip cards, Mercury and Sag, they're right on each of the cards. So easy enough. But a useful little book if you're going in Brand spanking new. And then there's some resources. Tarot Mirror. Book of Thoth. I don't have that one. Keywords for the Crowley Thoth Tarot. So yeah. Neato. Okay. So here we are. Having a look. Starting with the Fool. Very Dionysus. Bacchus. The Panpipes. There's lots to look at in these cards. There's a lot going on. Specifically immediately though, what jumps off is the symbol. And I think in all of the cards, the symbol for the tarot elemental or zodiac association is, or planetary association is right there. You're not going to miss them. You don't have to go looking for them like a search and find. They're beautiful. I love the way they look. They're lush and they're busy's not the word. They're just like cram packed with texture and color. It's really beautiful. We've got some palm fronds going on. There's a lotus flower. Lots of other little symbols. But definitely it's not a clone in a cloney way. Like this isn't a direct mirror image of Crowley's deck. I just really feel inspired by it though. What else have we got here? Okay, the Magus. Ooh, interesting. So yeah, Mercury right there. Boom. You're not gonna miss it. And the kind of interesting multiple depiction of the suits is still there. There's a little Thoth baboon as well. And the geometry of the Thoth deck, with the way it depicts the way energy moves, is still kind of there, but it's within the texture of the background of collage. It's really interesting. Definitely holds kind of the essence of Thoth, but it's still, I don't know, it's almost at this point kind of its own thing. Got our little snake too, which I like. But this is a cartoon element. Very different. What's he holding there? Hold on, I need to look closer. Need a little eyeglass. Oh no, those are angels. Cool. Nice. Yeah, then that's his arm there. There's just so much. The layers. It feels like daydreaming in situ as well, just with the way her collage style like layers on top of itself. It like flattens it down all together into a single plane without like it doesn't feel like there's like depth dimensionally. Like there's depth in content and symbolism and all that. Like that kind of depth is there, but like it's all like right there for you, you know? It's really quite cool. The Priestess here. Interesting. This was the one that was on top, so it's just weird bit of printing. That's okay. Looks good. Moon's right there. Interesting the way the pillar symbolism shows up in this card too. Subtly. But yeah, it's definitely not trying to image for image, symbol for symbol, like copy it. It's definitely its own thing. I like it. There's a tree, Triskele there. The Empress, very much in a garden. So we're all over the place culturally as well. Venus, a couple of swans, and a garden with tons of tropical flowers. Interesting. She almost feels like a different, I don't know, like, see, I'm resisting the urge to grab the Thoth deck to just put next to it. Maybe later we'll do that. But yeah, so far the majors really feel like their own thing with just the elemental associations on them. There's the Emperor. Oh, and I also will say I have resisted looking at other walkthroughs. I know Donnaky's got one that I'm looking forward to seeing, but I wanted to wait until I'd seen mine before I let anyone else's opinion kind of flood my mind. Here we have the Emperor. Very interesting. Cool though, especially because the Thoth Emperor and the way he, like the direction he faces. We've got a bit of mirroring there with that. I guess we could say that's a ram on that coin. It must be. And then the colors are represented in the collage in the background. And like the elementally of it. Mind you, this almost gives earthy, even though he's a fire. Because of like the stone. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. The Hierophant. As married. That's good. I like that. Well, there's our Taurus right there. The earthly path across the abyss, we'll say, is good. Interesting. Wow. I don't even know. What are those? There's hieroglyphics on this one. And then these look like Chinese characters. But again, I can't be sure. I'm not sure entirely. I'll need to look into it more, but that's beautiful. And there's one key instead of two. The lovers. You know what this feels like? This feels like the Marielle star card, you know? Kind of, in its own weird way. Very curious. Even just with the colors. Wild. Okay, the lovers. I got the stained glass from Notre Dame. I forget what it's called, the rose something window. Very beautiful. There's Gemini right there. The purple color is present. Being in a church, kind of like the wedding aspect of the Thoth deck. It's really, yeah, it has more of like an essence-y version. Like, instead of being a Thoth deck, it's like an essence of Thoth. Because it's really, so far, I'm standing by this. I really think it feels like its own deck. As tarot, but with, again, our associations. We'll see what happens when we get to the minors, but with our associations on it. So we have Cancer here for the Chariot. It's our crab. I like how we've got our, like, person in chariot holding that wonderful swirling, suggestive disc of energy of varying colors. There's a sun in there too, which I actually that's good. I like that. Sphinxes, kind of, yes. Yeah, I guess that's a lion head. Very cool there. And then we've got little cherub around, which is good too for the chariot mysticism. It's a version of it, but little cherubim does kind of work with wings. I like that. It's a subtle, it's nice. It's good. And it's beautiful. And there's even a crab. Can't complain if there's a crab. Adjustment for justice here at 8. Oh, you'll notice they're also not numbered. But yes, Libra here as well. Peacock feathers actually works quite well. I like that. Yeah, it feels like it's its own thing. That kind of sits in the energy of the card. There's the Hermit again. Yeah. Interesting. Its own version. Mutable Earth. Yeah. Okay. This will be interesting to work with. I like that. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter, so we've got our Sphinx on top. Reptile. Monkey. And there's no bright purple either. I don't know. Interesting. I'd like to be in her brain about her process. This is so curious. But the wheel is really cool. Like it's like a cosmic wheel. And a good rug motif. Interesting. Okay. The last card for Leo. Yeah. There's like a triple-headed beast there too. Which I love, especially with the Thoth card, the many-headed beast that Babylon is on. It works. Some celestial imagery around it. I like it. This is good. But the color is not perfect. Again, we got the purple here instead of our oranges and reds, so I don't know. Hanged one. Ooh, okay. I like that. The William Blake one, and it's upside down. Oh, interesting. That's cool. And then we've got, again, the geometry, which is such an important part of the Thoth deck that affects the way you read it. It's here, but it's just in the texture of the collage. I really like that. And then our water down here. Cool. That's neat. Death. Of course, we have Anubis here doing his stuff. So I think it really goes its own way. Scorpio. Yeah. That's cool though. Some Venus flytraps, I think. Looks like it. Or maybe no, those are lotuses. Never mind. They're lotuses that haven't bloomed yet. That's a lily pad. Really cool. Art. Temperance. Sagittarius here. The sun and the moon. Good, good. Sorry, it's like a search and find. Really cool. There's really earthy and feel though, color-wise. Oh, and then there's like, okay, so we have a fire here, and then there's the little pot. Yeah, it's cool. Really good. The devil. Capricorn. Little goat guy. Yeah, definitely went a different direction imagery-wise than the Thoth did, as we do recall. But we've got this little eruption energy over here. Really cool. Nice for the tower. And then the mouth imagery as well, which is really important in the Thoth deck. That's there. Mars. There's a dove. Ooh! Sorry. Yeah. I like that. It doesn't feel as... Because like the tower card usually has like a jarring sense to it when you first see it. It's usually like, even in the Thoth deck, it's like, ooh, yes, that one. You can feel the spiciness kind of coming off of it. This one's a little bit more subdued in nature, but it's still there. Especially, I like just the hugeness of the mouth. I wonder, was there any eye imagery on the devil? Maybe? Not quite? Interesting. Okay. Cool. The star. I wonder if these are the same collage elements for the cups as they were in the other one. Like, did she save them and reuse them? Very celestial. Aquarius down here. Yeah, oh, it feels interesting. There's the moon again. I like the moon card. The moon card's great. We've got our pillars. We've got our two dudes, which are like literally almost cut and paste. There's two dogs. There's one there and one there. Little pathway. There's a spider web as like the veil. Moon behind it, beckoning us on with its mystery and allusion to the cycles, which are very much present in the Thoth card. Little snail. There's some figures. That's a really beautiful card. I really like that one. And the sun's good too. Chariot, of course. More cherubim. I wonder, are they the same ones in the other card, possibly? Angel imagery. Our sun. Gilt. Like gilt as in golden. Like covered in gold. Not gilt as in Catholic gilt. Different. But yeah, really cool. Like that one. And then there's the Aeon card for Judgment, which is fire, which is our shin. Very good. Yes. I'm just gonna get, there's so much less, and no one in the world can cram as much symbolism into a tarot card than Crowley and Lady Frida Harrods together. But this is a good representation of it. I do like. And the universe! Yes! Very cool. And then we've got our dudes. Amazing. And oh, yes! That's a beautiful card. There's Saturn there as well. Sorry, I need to look close again. 1 second. Yeah, that's cool. That is just a beautiful tarot card, full stop. So let's get into these minors. See how they feel. The majors were really fun, and I can't wait to like get to know them more. And I will probably at some point do a flip through of them for even just myself, going through them next to the Thoth deck just to see. There's probably a ton of similarities that I'm not recognizing immediately. So excited about that. Like, this is literally first impressions. Never seen this. This is... Ooh, okay. So for our aces, Ace of Wands, we have very large representations of each of the signs within that element. Very cool. Very straightforward. Like it. Everything's really clear. Like, I don't think it's trying to be cryptic in any way. Dominion, Two of Wands. Beautiful. Look at that. Mars and Aries. Yeah. Three of Wands. Virtue. Sun and Aries. Comparing the two of them together. Yeah, I'd love to talk to her about how she considered color. Like, and just how, because it feels like everything is intentionally chosen, right? When you're doing collage, that's part of the magic, is choosing what to use and using those decisions to like convey the meaning of the symbols, right? So as color, like this one is a bit more muted than this one. This one feels spicier, which, as it should, right? Cool. 4 of Wands completion. I love this card. Always. Venus and Aries. Little doves. Little ram. Beautiful. Clock imagery is interesting. Nice. 5 of Wands. Saturn and Leo. Strife. Victory in the 6 of Wands with Jupiter. So yeah, so we got the purple in this one. So color has been taken into account. Beautiful. Okay. 7 of Wands. I like how they feel. They're beautiful. The patterning, the texturing, the way she collages is so good. Yeah. A little bit more of like a spicy, I keep saying spicy, but like a little bit more of an orange or a red kind of in here would just be a little bit better. But I do like it. With this specific, like this middle one being so different to the others in the background. Conveying part of the message of that card. Swiftness. Oh, I like it. Good choice with that in the middle. And the ones radiating outward. Mercury and Sag. 9 of Wands. Strength. Moon and Sag. Yeah. And then our oppression. Saturn and Sag. Or the 10. Sorry, I'll put these down. Okay, our quartz. Let's see. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that. The little altar. Or the... I do love her. She's a good card. Prince of Wands. I was curious how they're going to do the chariot imagery in these. Do they get what's going on here? I don't necessarily see a chariot. I'll have to get to know that one a little better. The princes are always funny ones. They kind of sit in a weird separate space in my brain. Queen of Wands. Good. The Knight. Ah, so blue. Oh, wow. My goodness. And there's birds on it. Oh, this is, oof. Okay. I don't know, dude. Okay. Ace of Cups. And then there's all our water signs. It's beautiful too. Am I thinking about them too much? This also might happen. This is where I think about each of the cards too much. This is nice. I like this. 3 of Cups, abundance. Emotions abound. Luxury for the 4. I like that the still water. Good choice. Even though it's like fractured and layered on top of it, it's like flat and still. The Moon in Cancer, which is very 4 of Cups. The 5. Disappointment. Pleasure. That one's fun. That one feels good. Without overthinking it too much. Like, my favorite cards of hers are the ones where she really gets into the layering of all of the different collage elements to make it just feels so, it's like busy, but in a like it holds you kind of way. Debauch for the 7. Ooh, we have the hint of greens in with the other colors. Mercury and Scorpio. Or sorry, Venus and Scorpio. Blah. Venus and Scorpio. Indolence. Saturn, Pisces. Eight of Cups. Because in the Thoth deck, specifically the way the water flows through the cups really kind of shows the energy, but the way she's done it, she uses the collage elements to do so in the background, so you get the idea. Because like with the, you know, they're usually overflowing with that weird green stuff, right? And like just the way that the liquid in the cups cards moves helps. But this, because that's not a design choice in this, because of the way she does collage, the background collage elements are really where that energy is stored, which is cool. Happiness. Oh, that's a beautiful card. I just love texture. Prints, texture. So nice. And the 10 of Cups. Like, where's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I guess this is our 10. Okay. Princess of Cups. That one feels good. Love her. Yeah. Prince. Oh, I like how the posture of this guy mirrors the one in the Thoth. So yeah, that's cool. A little bird. Very neat. The Queen. Oh, beautiful again. Stunning. Beautiful, stunning. So good. And then the Knight of Cups. Interesting. I keep saying interesting because I don't know a better word to say. But what do I think about them? Who is this guy in the cup? So funny. I don't know. I just feel like the element-wise, the knights so far have been confusing me because they don't jump. They just kind of look. If there wasn't a cup and it didn't say, like, what would you think? Who would you think that was? But yes, we've got our little Cancer crab. I guess that's what that guy is. Would make sense. Crawling out of his cup. But yeah, so far the colors in the Knights aren't, I'm not in love. Or just the way they're expressed. I don't know. That one's pretty. Ace of Swords. I could be off too. My color scales, I'm second guessing my understanding of the color scales currently. But I'm just going by feel, like initial first impression. So, very good. And I like how she's specifically done the imagery. The way the sword handle with the moon. And crown. Yes, I like that. Very good. Peace. Two of Swords. Moon in Libra. That's a floor. Very cool. Three of Swords. Sorrow. Should be more like dark purple in this one. Again, me. But it's beautiful. And daffodils, like that choice, I think. I need to think about it some more, but I think I do. When I think of ye old myth of Narcissus, you know? 4. Again, we've got that, our lovely stained glass window, some air, truce. Feels right. And defeat with the 5 of Swords. Venus and Aquarius. Science with our 6. We got cross imagery in the middle. Mercury and Aquarius. I like that. That works. Futility for the 7. Again, really the way the swords kind of point in this help convey the message. As if you know. I'm gonna say this, I wouldn't learn Thoth with this. And like when I say learn Thoth, like no tarot first and then pick up the symbolism of Thoth, but do it with this. or like any of the Thoth decks, like that are Crowley ones. This is like a little treat that once you're familiar with the way to read them, you can kind of duck into. That's what I would say. Like, I mean, you could try and learn it with this, but it's going to be harder because what you're looking for isn't always going to be there. But it's beautiful and it's nice and it's going to be fun to read with. I can tell. Interference, look at that. Ooh. Jupiter and Gemini. Cruelty. Again, our colors are lining up a little better here. Nine of Swords. It doesn't feel as intense though. It is softer on the harsher cards overall. I feel like the edges, like the gentle and the pokey edges have been like sanded down a little bit in general. Metaphorically, you know? Like, cause that's a beautiful card, but it's our Ten of Swords. Ruin. I guess it can be beautiful and convey the message also, but yeah. Princess of Swords. Prince of Swords. There's no chariot on them. Why? It's okay. He's hanging out. He's alright. Queen of Swords. It's a postage stamp. Oh, that's our severed head. Yes. Because she has her severed head. And in this case, it's on this little upside down postage stamp down here. Cool. With our sword. Yes. So it's like, yeah, I've got to look longer to find the connection between them, which a side by side will help with. I'll do that later. Yeah. And this Knight of Swords, he feels more fiery. He almost feels like the Knight of Wands. I don't know. I need to look. I have questions about the knights, but there's been cloud imagery in all of them, and knights are fire, so I don't know. Don't know, man. Okay, discs. This is the front of the box. Very beautiful. I like this card a lot. It almost, just the way this kind of imagery works, our wings here, they remind me, and I know they've come from, they're usually out and up on that other lady, but they remind me of the way in the universe card in the Thoth deck, how there's that like building made of lines at the bottom, whose name escapes me presently. Here. I have to. I wasn't going to be able to make it through the whole video without pulling out the source material. Okay, so like this. Do you see? And it's the Ace of Discs. I'm not saying it's a lost opportunity. I just said when I saw that, it's what I immediately thought of. And then there's our little building down here, which is the connections on the lines. But I mean, thoughts in the down below. I'm all kinds of curious. Right? And even the colors. Like this is green and yellow. I don't know. Like it does work. I should have thoughts. Maybe that was on purpose. Maybe I need to think about this a little bit longer. Maybe there was a tie to the universe in the Ace of Discs. Right? It makes sense, kind of, but just very curious. What did she do? I have questions. This one's good. I like this with the two of discs and our little serpents between them doing their own thing. This is almost like a clock. Very cool. Jupiter and Capricorn. Change. Which, like, of course it's going to kind of have a little bit of a wheel feel about it, right? Because of the Jupiter. So cool. Three of discs works. Mars. Capricorn. More thoughts. Oh, I've been here. My brain does that. As soon as I see something, oh, I've been there. That's at Mycenae in Greece. That's the tomb of Agamemnon. Very cool for the Four of Discs. Sun in Capricorn. Power. Yes, of course. It's a little beehive tomb also. It's like you go in and like it's rocks all the way up to the top and it's kind of in the ground. It's really cool. Very beautiful. Five of Discs. Worry. Six of Discs. Success. Moon in Taurus. Failure for our 7. I like the wallpaper. These are good. These feel alright. Prudence. Yeah. Gain. Yeah, these are okay. They're all kind of sitting in the colors I'm used to. Don't take any of my opinions today. I'm thinking out loud. Trying to really reconcile everybody together. Wealth. Yeah. I like her. That's good. That one feels perfect. The lushness. She's there. She doesn't have her stick, but that's alright. Prince of Discs. There we have a bit of a kind of a chariot situation. Lots of peacock feathers. They're beautiful. These, like, each one of these cards looks stunning. I'm just like Thoth braining all over them. Queen of Discs. Stunning and gorgeous as well. I like how she's done these particular courts. Let's see what the Knight of Discs, my court card. What do we got? Again, fairly active for a Knight of Discs. But I do like the boar hunt aspect of it. Cool. Beautiful. Like, just the color's stunning. This is a beautiful card also. Would hang that on wall, you know? Yeah, I think I have to wiggle my way around the symbolism, I think. And the way, and like figure the way she's used the color. And maybe when I do a side by side with the regular Thoth, more things will click. But like some of the cards just didn't have the right and wrong is subjective, right? But they didn't have the feel that I was expecting them to have for it being a Thoth deck. But this is amazing. This is a feat of tarot brilliance. I'm so glad it's finally real. I think just another initial thought off the top of my brain, and how I'm going to use it. I have plans, I think. I have a space within my tarot practice with which it fits quite well. So, yeah. There's a few cards I'll need to get to know a little bit better in order to do so. So let's give it a shuffle. So yeah, usually I will shuffle decks of this size and feel just like this. And then take them by the sides and do this. Just fine. I don't mind at all. Yeah. And the fact that it feels so much like the Odyssean Tarot and like the Chris Leach decks, like that's good for me because I have such a strong relationship with those other ones. Like I literally use them all the time. So I think that's just another thing that makes this feel like important for me. So yeah, no qualms about that. The only reason I'm talking so much about the production is I've had questions questions about it. So yeah, no, I think it's good. I think I like it. I'm gonna say it. I don't think I would change anything about it. I like how it's different from the daydreaming in Situ Tarot of hers. I like how it feels different. So it's great. Congratulations, Annie, on this creation finally. And for those of you that got it, I hope you've got the time and space to give it the love it deserves because it's really cool and like stunningly beautiful. I think it's gonna make some really pretty spreads. And there's lots of room to get to know it within the context of what I already know about Thoth, as well as I think there's new things in here for it to bring to me. But yeah, you can see how the color palette of it is more muted. Like it's just the sharp corners of the Thoth have been rounded down, brought to a more like comfortable middle ground. It's not as intense. It's definitely softer. But sometimes that's good. Sometimes you need that. That's what you want. Oh, this is beautiful. Right? Beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. I just couldn't help but start to like deconstruct and take it apart. But oh, I really like that card too. Yay. Yes. It's, yeah, gonna look stunning in a spread. Just making a mountain. Card mountain. Yeah. I think it's great. Very well done. If you guys have stuck through the whole thing with me, thank you. Appreciate it. Oops. I will, usually at this point I would do an interview spread, but I'm gonna save that for me, I think. I'm gonna give it a good clear. Gonna, you know, do the, woo, do the special. Welcome it home in a appropriate and generous way. But there you have it. The Alchemy of Thoth, Any Fair, 2024. Keep an eye out. I will keep you updated if a reprint of this and Daydreaming in Situ is happening. So good. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll see all you fine people in my next video.